Did she just hiss at you?
Nothing less. Love is the best. It must be.
The Lovers deals with the middle-aged couple who's lost the spark in their relationship.
I've got a crazy idea.
Hey.
She wants to live with you. I'm just flinging myself at your head.
Ultimately, this leads to infidelity, only this time on both sides.
So the husband's cheating on the wife with a energetic ballet teacher. And the wife, at the same time, is cheating on the husband with a writer. So the interesting twist to this film is that while the married couple are cheating on each other with the two creatives, they start to cheat on the creatives with each other.
Right, and it's an interesting, really unusual look at it because their marriage almost becomes the affair, and it's kind of brilliant in the simplicity, really.
So one of the things that we really liked about this film was that it was a very honest outlook on, marriage in America. And I feel like this movie was very realistic because it was very subtle. You're basically watching a snapshot of, someone's life. So it was very subtle. It wasn't very Hollywooded up in the fact that they're not yelling at each other, they're not throwing plates at each other.
Right.
This is a loveless marriage that's just been deteriorated over time, and it's shown beautifully through the acting and through just the spacing of the actors and the writing and the lack of dialogue between each other. You are thrown into this world, this loveless world immediately, and they don't have to say much. They don't have to do much.
You can tell through their mannerisms, their body language, and it's kind of unsettling.
It's just really realistic, and you're just so comfortably invited in to this household that unfortunately is loveless.
You feel like it belongs that way. It's not like you're put in and it's like you watch this whole deterioration. It's like, no, it's already been here. Okay, what's coming from this now? Another thing we really enjoyed about this film is the line it toes within, the tone. Like, it balances humor and drama very well. A lot of the times when you're dealing with a marriage in deterioration, it's all drama. And, and then you have the best friend or somebody who comes in and tries to light it up a little bit with their, kind of one-liners of comedic value. This doesn't give you any of that. It has both in essence, but one doesn't overdo the other, and they're well placed the whole time. You don't feel like, okay, I need to alleviate this heavy drama with a joke. This one is more so like, no, this is an honest portrayal of somebody who just has a humorous side to them. This is somebody who's broken at the same time. They see a silver lining, and I thought that was beautifully done.
So like Jamil said, it's a drama, but it's not overly dramatic, and it has lighthearted moments, but it's not a comedy.
Right.
One of the funniest moments, if not the funniest moment, is there's a scene where the married couple wakes up next to each other.
Right.
And they look at each other confused, like, oh my God, what happened last night? Did we sleep together?
Yeah, like, what is this? It's like...
And that's the comedy that comes with the movie.
Right.
I mean, it's a very subtle comedy, and it's a comedy that comes from just the wackiness of the situation.
Right, the experience of it as well. So this couple, they do have a child. They have a son who's in college and who has a girlfriend, and he's coming home for, was it a holiday, or was it just coming home during a break from school? And the thing that I love about this is that they use the son as a time detonator. Now, some watching might not realize that a lot of writers and storytellers use a certain mechanism as, a time-sensitive thing in their story, and it gives the story a little bit of tension because you're building towards something and there's going to be an explosion that happens when this clock hits zero. The sun is used for that. Both, husband and wife have told their extramarital affair lovers that, once the sun comes home, that's the last time we're gonna be a family. After that, I'm leaving that person and you're gonna be, my mainstay, where I put everything, it's gonna be about you. And that was awesome. To not use like an object, but to use an actual person, and to have the film revolve around somebody who you don't see until, the last third of the movie. And it seemed so well done because when the son comes home, there's a certain softness to both couples, and you go, okay, like, is this like, are they gonna stay together? Is this gonna be, so it kind of confuses you because there's a tenderness that shows, but you're like, this is gonna end. This is the reality of it. It's gonna end. And it is a little heart-wrenching, but it doesn't force it on you, and it's just a great addition to the film.
So this movie is very subtle, very reserved, really restrained. The acting is very realistic in that way. We're not always throwing plates and everything at each other, right? But the thing is, the score kind of gets in the way. It kind of pushes itself onto the scene where you actually notice it. And that's kind of one of the bad things if you actually notice a score, maybe not a good way, you know, like a Hans Zimmer score.
Right.
But it's a little too strong at times when the scene doesn't call for it. Like it might be a scene where she's just walking out the door to meet someone up. The score totally overpowers it at times.
So I'm gonna give this film a 7.5. I like the idea of it, and it's the novelty of the film, the look at this disintegrating marriage. It's unique in that you have the lovers, you have the extramarital affair that they're having, and then you see this spark start to happen back with each other. So it's like they're cheating on the people they're cheating on each other with. It's like this full circle dynamic, and I've never seen that done in a film before. And I thought it was a really cool commentary on marriage and how it can be unexpected, how love comes from all angles, even when you think it's dead. And I think that was great. The only thing I would say about this movie is that nothing about it technically or, you know, organically really like stood out for me. There's nothing that like acting wise or editing wise, score wise, there's nothing that really put it above a lot of other films for me, but I do think that the story was an important one to tell, and I think that it's one that's going to continue to pervade time, just marriage, how it acts, especially in America, and I thought it articulated that in a very unique, powerful way.
Well, I'm gonna give this the same score as you, 7.5.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this movie and its subtlety. I kind of wish that it was something else while I was watching it, which is kind of on me. I wanted to see how this marriage became a loveless marriage, and I think that's just me as a moviegoer. I kind of yearn for those really dramatic scenes. You know, I don't want scenes where they're, like I said, throwing dishes and stuff or whatever.
But you want a little more context with it.
No, I do like the little context. So for me, I think I told you off screen, is that I felt like this movie was kind of like the beginning short film of a Disney and Pixar film.
Right.
You know, it's a very short story. It's a very simple story, and not a lot happens in it. But the thing is, they took a subject matter that hasn't been told before, or at least rarely told. I haven't seen it before, of people cheating on themselves with each other, with themselves, whatever you want to call it.
The full circle.
The full circle that comes through, and they do it very well. Well, that was our review for The Lovers. If you've seen it, comment below. Tell us if you liked it or not. If you thought anything should be changed, or if you wanted anything else.
Or if you loved it unconditionally.
Which is what we did, unconditional. There was no conditions as to why we love this film, except that we liked it. This is Black and Yellow Movies. We'll be back with another independent or foreign film. So see you later.